Hey guys, this is MGS Warrior 2, and today I'll be narrating a Omega Ruby Wi-Fi battle with Ultronick. So here we go. So for some reason he just brought along 5 Pokemon, which was kind of confusing, but oh well. He brought out his shiny Aggron. I led off with my shiny Vivillon. We're using a normal rule, so level 50 Pokemon. So he Mega Evolved into Mega Aggron. As I went for the Sleep Powder. And that will normally allow me to set up Quiver Dances, but since I'm against Mega Aggron as Steel type, none of my moves on Vivillon will not do very effective damage. So instead I switch out to my Amanda, which is my shiny Heatran. While Aggron enjoys another round of sleep, the sleep talk surprised me. Didn't expect it to have that, so you went for the Dragon Tail off of the sleep talk, and that would force me to switch into a random Pokemon on my team, and it ended up being Vivillon. So I didn't want to stay in with my Vivillon, so instead of going back to Heatran, I'll go into my Jellicent. So he woke up and he thought he was going to be asleep again, so that's why he went for a Sleep Talk, but it failed. So lucky for me, I get a free turn to Will-O-Wisp him, and that's great because burning an Aggron, especially Mega Aggron, is really helpful. So I send out my shiny Heatran again, because I know it's the best matchup for me. So I went for the Heat Wave, and I one-hit KOs his Mega Aggron. And that's a Choice Specs Heatran, so its special attack is really high. So he sent out his shiny Pikachu, and he went for Fly. And that really caught me off guard because I don't think that Pikachu could learn Fly. So I did look it up, and it turns out it can't. So he must be using a hacked or illegal Pikachu. But oh well, the battle goes on. He got the Fly off on my shiny Tyrantrum. It's not very effective, so he switched out into his Weavile, which is also shiny. Exerting its pressure. So I was gonna go for the Earthquake if he stayed in with Pikachu, but it still did, of course, pretty good damage on Weavile because its defense is pretty weak. So I figured that the best Pokemon to bring in against this Weavile is Heatran because it ×4 resists ice. I was able to take Icicle Crash like nothing. But it does have a low kick, so I kind of expected it to have a fighting move, but I was willing to risk it so that I can finish off the Weavile with a Heat Wave. So now he sent out his Pikachu again that has hacked moves, and another hacked move it had was Extreme Speed, so I just stayed in and just wanted to see what else this Pikachu would do. So this time I went out to my Tyrantrum. So he withdrew Pikachu, and he sent out his Snorlax, the shiny one. So I went for the Stone Edge in case he switched into a Flyer. Unfortunately, my second Stone Edge missed. That allowed him to get a rest up. So he restores his HP to full and falls asleep for a few turns, but he does have the Chesto Berry, so he doesn't have to stay asleep anymore. And that immediately woke him up. So I went into my shiny Trevenant, but Snorlax, well, yeah, Snorlax has Crunch, unfortunately, so that was a nice play for him. He expected me to go out into either my Trevenant or Jellicent, who are both weak against Crunch. But I'm not too worried because I still believe Trevenant can still tank hits from the Snorlax as long as I get that Will-O-Wisp up, and I did, so that was working out pretty nicely for me there. But unfortunately he did get a critical hit off the Crunch, but fortunately for me I have Harvest so that I can keep harvesting more citrus berries to heal itself throughout the battle. And to get more health back, I decided to plant a Leech Seed on this Snorlax, as he keeps trying for more crunches. And unluckily for me, he gets another critical hit. And that almost took out Trevenant. But at least I got my Citrus Berry to restore health, and the Leech Seed. So the Leech Seeds and the Burn are both whittling his HP down every turn. So I figured now it's time for me to attack to do more damage. And I did that with a Horn Leech, and that also helps me restore more health. So I'm in a pretty good position here to eventually take out the Snorlax. But unfortunately his Crunch got the defense drop on my Trevenant. But that's okay, because I'm about to finish off the Snorlax with one more Horn Leech, which I did right there. So I'm relieved that I finally took out the Snorlax, because it is a pain to handle. So now Ultronick sends out his shiny Jirachi, and I have no idea what kind of Jirachi set this is. I switch out my Trevenant. I go out into Jellicent. I figured if he uses a steel move, it can resist it, and he did go for a steel move, which was Iron Head. So now that he's shown the Iron Head, that gives me a big clue that it is a physical set. But unfortunately, it's not choice banded, so he was able to switch to a Thunder Punch. So I go for the Scald, hoping for the Burn, and fortunately for me, I do get it. And that cuts its attack. That's what I really needed, or else this Jirachi would be a powerhouse. And since that Thunder Punch did major damage to Jellicent, because it's weak against electric, obviously, don't want it to take another Thunder Punch, so I switch into my Trevenant, who I know can resist Thunder Punch. So as I predicted, he went for another Thunder Punch. And yep, Trevenant took it like a boss. So I'm thinking about what to do against this Jirachi, as I expected it to use another move because it's faster. So I went for Iron Head, as I restored more health with Citrus Berry. Unfortunately, I was unable to attack this turn because Jirachi flinched me with Iron Head, because it probably has Serene Grace, which boosts the chance of additional effects happening, like flinch or burn or whatever. So I got another Citrus Berry boost, and I set up a substitute so that I can start subseeding, because this is a subseeding Trevenant. So we're kind of stalling right now. So now he shows the Wish. So now that he's shown that, I know I can't outstall a Wish Jirachi with a sub-seeding Trevenant, because my only attacking move is Horn Leech, which is not very effective on a Steel type like this Jirachi. So I know that I can't stay in with Trevenant. But the Burn is taking its toll on Jirachi. That's a good thing for me. So I was able to withstand an Iron Head because it's burned, so the substitute stays. So I tried a Horn Leech just to get a little bit more damage. But he got the wish, it came true, so Jirachi healed almost all of its HP back. So that really counteracted my burn and leech seed combo. So I think I might have stayed in a little too long with my Trevenant, so now I do switch. And I go into my Absol, which is shiny. Because I know Dark is super effective against Psychic. And I'm thinking it's time for me to Mega Evolve. And finish off my opponent here. So I'm thinking the gloves are off, playtime is over, I'm ready for this battle to end. I'm gonna stop toying with him and get down to business. So shiny Mega Absol, I can do that. So shiny Jirachi is still faster. It went for Iron Head and I flinched. Because I think I went for a knockoff there. So I probably should have went for Sucker Punch first. But I will go for it on the next turn. Because I don't want to get flinched again from Iron Head. The Sucker Punch is priority. And that's the best option for me because I'm slower than Jirachi. So his last Pokemon is this hacked illegal Pikachu, which shouldn't have the moveset that it does, but oh well. I finish off the Pikachu with a knockoff, so that's a one-hit KO. It staticked me, but it doesn't matter because the battle's over now. So I defeated Ultronick in an interesting battle. It wasn't so competitive, but it was kind of interesting. So alright guys, thank you for watching. Comment, like, sub, and see you guys next time.